So ChatGPT has finally started rolling out plugins, and in this video I'm going to have a little play around with the web browsing plugin and see what we can do with it. And then also just this morning I had the other plugin come in, which is plugins, which gives me access to third-party plugins, all kinds of different companies like Zapier and Kayak and OpenTable and all of those that they advertised when they launched GPT-4. So let's take a little look at how you activate it first. So the first thing you'll want to do is you will need a ChatGPT Plus account to be able to even use this. And it's $20 a month, so it's not an awful lot of money, especially for all the things that ChatGPT can actually do. So you go down to the bottom left to your settings, and what you might find, and hopefully you do find it by the time you watch this video, is this: beta features. That was not there for me 2 days ago. And then literally it just appears. You know, one time, log out, log in, have a little look, and suddenly it just turns up. And then the first one for me was web browsing, and then that showed up first, and then followed by plugins this morning. And then to turn them on, you literally just press the little radio button there and just switch them on like that. And that's all you need to do to activate it. Now, you have a slightly different interface here with ChatGPT. You have the 3.5 up there, which is the sort of normal one that's very, very quick at churning out good content. And then you've got this one, GPT-4, which as we know is a little bit more intelligent, concise, and so on. And just underneath now, before you start your chat, you're going to want to have a look at these. You just select which one of those three that you want to use. So if you don't need to go online for anything or use a plugin, then you'll just click default. And then if you want to actually use the internet to gather current information, which we're going to have a play around with that one, we use the browsing. And then for plugins, you tick the plugins just here. But you do have to go and choose the plugins that you want first. And we'll do that in a minute. Let's go and have a little play with the actual web browsing one first. So I'll select that. So we're now using GPT-4 with browsing. You don't have the ability to use 3.5 with browsing. It is only 4. So bear that in mind. And then we can now, in theory, go on the web and grab current information using ChatGPT. So let's try and do something now and just say, let's do this. Can you summarize the content from the following website? And then I'll just type in my URL. I don't know if I can just do www. But let's just try that, gptschool.com. And off it goes. So now it should go to my website, and just so that you can see what it is, if I just copy that there, what it's doing now is browsing the web, clicking on the link, and hopefully going to this site right here. Let me just get that gone there. Here we go. ChatGPT School. There. So it's going to here, and it should be reading through this whole content, and there is a lot. I mean, if you look at all this content here, there's a lot of writing right there. So if it's able to go through all of that and make head nor tails of it and actually summarize it, then that's pretty impressive actually. And if we click on this down arrow just here, we're able to see what it's doing. So it's already gone onto the site. Now it's thinking about all of the content, and then it's going to start hopefully churning out. It's having a good old read. Finished browsing, so it's gone over the whole content, and now it's reading it out. So let's see what it's got to say. ChatGPT School is a comprehensive course designed for business owners, freelancers, and entrepreneurs, and internet marketers that teaches users how to effectively utilize ChatGPT and AI for content generation, business strategy development, and increasing productivity. So that is exactly right. And what it will do is, you can just see this tiny little one there, is it's telling you where it got that information from. And they'll all be the same. All of these will all be that one page right there, because that's the only one that I gave it. But it's doing a good job here. The program covers a range of topics: AI-powered writing, AI-enhanced blogging, copywriting, and then giving a little bit of a brief sort of introduction to what it does for each of those as well. Now, this could be really good for you if you have a website and your business, is all about whatever, And then you hook it up to this to then go and grab the content. And once it's got all the content about your website, you can then ask it to do other things, such as create me a promotional email sequence that sells my company and what it does. Create a social media post for me that highlights one of the benefits, or 5 social media posts that highlights 5 benefits. So once you've got the content from your site, it makes life a lot easier. Now, the problem was before we were able to do this is I could go here to this website and grab some of the content by either copying it and then pasting it in to kind of teach ChatGPT about my business. Or I can use an extractor and grab all of the text content. But every time, if you've got a really big page, you go to paste it into ChatGPT, it will say it's too many words. It's too much. So this is where I see this particular plugin being really useful, because it kind of goes through everything and it reads the whole page, which is what you really wanted it to do. But by entering in a massive content, it just says it's too long, and then it's not helpful at all. So that's going to solve that little problem right now. And as I say, you can just take that content there and then just create some posts. Why don't we just do that just for the crack, just to make sure that it does do a good job of that. Can you create a social media post that advertises the benefits of this program? Can you also include emojis and hashtags, and write the post in a friendly and conversational tone? And there we go. Let's see what it does now. Ooh, network error. That's not good. Let's try that again. Regenerate response. I am finding that it sort of plays up a little bit now and again. Maybe it's because of all the extra pressure on their systems that this is created. All these people using it for grabbing content everywhere. Their server must be practically in meltdown. But it's interesting that they've released this straight after Google's I/O event, where they said that Bard is also getting web. And although for me, when I use Bard, I do not have a internet connection yet. It is not able to go onto the web and do stuff. I think some people do have it. And I think maybe they've really sped up the release of all of this, the plugins and the web browsing, to just try and keep one step ahead of Google, which is because it's really turning into a battle now. So there is our content that it created using the very text from my website and how it understands about it. So hey there, fellow entrepreneurs and freelancers. So it's used the target market, which is great. Are you tired of the endless cycle of content creation? Want to level up your game? Check out ChatGPT School. And there it is. And then at the bottom, it's talking about joining the community, and it's got all the relevant hashtags. So it did a good job. And it did a good job literally by me just asking it to go ahead and grab that content and create. I could probably do it straight from the first prompt. I could probably say, can you go to my website and create a series of 50 tweets that advertise the various benefits of my course if I wanted to. So I quite like that. And now let's try something else with the web browser as well. Let's go and get some current news just to see that it is absolutely connected. So we'll stay in this chat because it doesn't matter. Can you go online and give me 5 of the top headlines for AI and ChatGPT related news in the last week? Off it goes. Let's see what it can do. Because one thing that I have been noticing when I've been testing is that the clicks, like before where it said I'm clicking on your website, the clicks have been failing a lot. Now, one of the things that ChatGPT enables, or OpenAI enables, is for people to be able to block the robots, the ability basically of ChatGPT to go to your site. Now, I wonder if there's a lot of big sites who are saying you're not having our content and blocking ChatGPT with their robots.txt file. Now, for those of you that are not very technical, like I say, it's just a file that you have on your server that basically is like a wall against certain companies if you want to, or bad people, whatever. You can just put in there to stop certain people and IP addresses accessing your site. Now, if I'm Google or YouTube or any of these guys, I'm not going to really be too keen on letting, ChatGPT come and use our content to help their users and encourage people to buy the Plus version, for example. It's pure competition here. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's going to be some issues. And here we are. It says, I apologize for the inconvenience. It appears that there's been a technical issue preventing me from retrieving the latest headlines for AI. I recommend checking out the latest headlines on trusted news websites such as TechCrunch, The Wired, or Verge. Well, let's see what happened. It literally just started and finished. Okay, well, let's rephrase it then, and let's ask it to specifically go to TechCrunch. Can you go to techcrunch.com and pull in the latest headlines? Let's see what happens now. Again, if you were TechCrunch, would you want people coming to your site, being able to just quickly scrape the content effectively and then summarize it or something? Maybe not. There it is. Click failed. Click failed. And this seems to be the major issue that I'm experiencing. Now, my site has not blocked them. So, let's try the BBC. Okay, let's see if they've gone and blocked them. And that may not be the reason, but that seems to me what's happening here. Can you please go to bbc.co.uk and obtain the last 5 headlines? Off it goes, browsing the web. BBC engineers, as we speak, blocking them. And let's see what happens. Click failed again. Now let's try another one of my own sites, which I know that I have not blocked. So let's try that. Please navigate to fastfunnels.com and tell me the main benefits of the platform. And let's just take the gap out of Fast Funnels and see what it does here. Again, I have not blocked them using my robots text. I don't know how I feel about it actually. Would I want loads of people coming to our sites and grabbing content and things like that? You could be helping your competitors. Actually, no, there you go. So it's failed to go to my own site, and I have not blocked them. And the other day when I did this, it was able to do it. So I think there's some kind of major issue going on at the moment with OpenAI and the web browser, because it's failing to be able to click on so many different things. And as I say, I've definitely not blocked them at all. So what it's done now is it started to dig into its data that had up to September 2021, which we've been going now for nearly 4 years. So there was already data online about fast funnels, and it's able to go through and give us the benefits based on knowledge up to that point. So I think that's about it for the web browsing. I don't know what you think of that. But it's so far, it's been quite useful in the beginning there. But the big problem to me is that you cannot seem to go to major sites. You can't, it's just intermittently failing to be able to do what it said. So a little too early. Maybe they've released it too early. I don't know. So now then, let's go over to the plugins. And as you can see, it says no plugins are enabled. So if we click it, we get to go to the plugin store, which is just here. And there's a whole bunch of plugins. Let's see how many pages there are. 10 pages. But the other issue that I really think at the moment is obviously more and more plugins are going to be coming on board. We've already got 100 basically. And, how do you find them all? Well, what categories are they in? They're not. They're just bundled into this page. Again, from a usability point of view, good grief, come on. Get some usability people on this, some graphical user interface people, and let's just sort it out, because a simple search on here would be great, just to type in something like video or something like that. But what you do is you're able to install 3 of them at any one time, and ChatGPT chooses when to utilize them. You can't say to it, I want you to use the Video Insights plugin to do this, that, and the other. You would give it a task and it would go, best plugin for that is going to be Video Insights. I'll use that to achieve your goal. So that's something important to remember. So I'm going to install this one because it's saying that we can interact with online video platforms like YouTube. That could be useful. This other one here is saying that it is a chat with PDF. So in other words, you're somehow able to upload your PDF and then be able to ask questions about it. And that is a really commonly asked thing that I see people on our course asking about. What else have we got around here? Notable, create notebooks in Python. No, that's not of interest. So I'm just going to go with those two and let's see what the most popular are. Zapier. Now that could be incredible. If we can hook up Zapier to a whole bunch of other apps with data and information created by ChatGPT. That could be pretty incredible. I would imagine really that almost deserves a video all by itself, working with Zapier. But then you've got Instacart, which enables you then to go and buy products. We've got Kayak, where you can search flights. Let's just install that one. We've got Wolfram Alpha, which enables ChatGPT to do some very complicated maths. And then Expedia for more travel bookings. So we've got a bit of all sorts here, all kinds of independent companies and developers putting in their different plugins. So you'll need to read about them. The other thing is there's very limited information on each plugin. Like this one here, take the first step to finding your next healthcare job. Well, in what nationality, what country? This one here, ABC Mouse, provides fun and educational learning. Okay, that provides activities for 2 to 8-year-olds. That's fairly clear. But some of them, I wouldn't install them purely because I don't really know what they do. But we've gone ahead now and installed those plugins. There they are at the top, just there. The 3 plugins, Kayak, Chat with PDF, and the Video Insights plugin. So now I'm going to attempt to use something that actually uses the Video Insights, I think. So let's just see if we can find out. What are the top 10 video titles on YouTube right now for the search term ChatGPT? And let's see if it can utilize the Insights plugin, if it chooses to do that. Oh, it's going to say it's sorry. I don't have real-time access to the internet or external databases, including YouTube. Therefore, I can't provide you the top 10 video titles, yada, yada. However, you can easily find this so it's just telling me how to do it. Okay. What else can we do with this then? So, you would have expected it to have used the Video Insights. Maybe what I'll do is I'll go to YouTube right now and I'll grab a URL and ask it about that URL. So what have we got around here? We've got some highlights from CNET. So I'll take that URL now. I don't know how long it is. So only 5 minutes and 19 seconds. So that shouldn't really cause any problems. Can you summarize this video? And then let's see if it can use this plugin. Video Insights. I'm asking for some insights. Here it is. So now it is using it. That's great. Using Video Insights. And what's been going on? Here we are. The video titled Elon Musk reveals new Optimus robot video. And then it talks about Tesla, of course. The duration was 5 minutes and 20 seconds. Garnered 55,000 odd views at the time of data extraction. Well, that's now. And so let's take a look. Not true. Not true. Look at this. 334,000 views. So that is hallucinating, as they call it. And it's not true, the amount of views. So unless this Video Insights is constantly spidering YouTube, grabbing data and storing it, and then this is then accessing that data, don't know. To me, that's just not true. But it is giving a pretty good rundown of what's in the video, which is really useful. And it's also going through the video tags. Now that's interesting. I'm not sure if I can see the video tags using my I'm actually logged into the wrong account, but with my other account, I have TubeBuddy, which enables you to see all of the video tags. But it'd be interesting to know whether those are correct. But that could be quite useful, I suppose. So you could do all sorts of stuff with this. If you're a YouTuber, you could then take this and ask it to summarize the content, create it into a video script for you to use. You can take these same tags here and put them onto your video to try and compete with this video. There's a ton of different things that you can do. By the way, if you like learning about ChatGPT and all of this stuff, I've got a free community right here. There's nearly 5,000 of us now. And we all talk about ChatGPT, ChatGPT plugins, AI in general, Bard, you name it, it's all in here. You can see we've got some great posts. This one's gathering some pace at the moment. This guy here, Matt, is getting orders for $3,000 odd selling services, AI services to local businesses. Fascinating post right there. And then we talk about plugins, you name it. So if you want to join that, there is a link underneath this video. You're very welcome to come on and join all of us other AI nuts. So yeah, it did work. It did use the plugin. So that's pretty interesting. But the other thing is whenever you start a new chat now, you would have to choose those plugins that you might want to use within that chat in advance of making the chat. So that could be a bit annoying if you think, well, I don't really need the plugin at the moment. So you get on with your chat asking, getting some sort of output. And then you think, oh, I really would love to be able to upload a PDF right now. Well, you can't just suddenly activate it and then use it. You've got to kind of pre-plan what you're doing. But let's try the chat with PDF. I think you have to upload the content of a PDF. Let me see if I can find like a demo PDF online. Let's have a look. Demo PDF terms. Let's go with terms and conditions. Terms and conditions template. Let's have a look at this one. There you go. There's a PDF online. There's the URL. And let's find something to ask it about. So let's talk about a spam. Okay, there's a mention there of spam. So let's go now over to ChatGPT and we'll say, can you tell me what the following PDF talks about with regards to spam? There we go. There's the URL. So I've just pasted that in. And now let's see if it uses that plugin to be able to understand the contents. Here we go. So it is doing it using chat with PDF. There it is. And now it should, if it's correct, it would start. Here we go. Look at that. So it's writing the code almost on the fly to be able to go and grab it. And then, well, I guess it's got to read it all. Well, how long is that? It is, it's only 9 pages, 9 A4 pages. So it's not massive. So in theory, it shouldn't take too long to be able to go through the content. But it's interesting using these new plugins. I think it still feels a little bit kind of raw. It's definitely still early days for all of this. And as I say, I do feel personally that they've kind of rushed this out a little bit. But there are definite useful things that you can do with them. And in fact, I just added a new section right here to my main course, ChatGPT School. Again, there's a link underneath the video if you want to get involved with this, on the plugins. So we will be covering all of the uses for kind of business owners, freelancers, and entrepreneurs, creators. All of that will be covered in the course as well. So it's now just finished, but it's saying, I'm sorry, but it seems there was an error in trying to load the PDF from the provided URL. Could be due to a variety of reasons, but you could see it works. It's right there. There it is. It's not hard. I just clicked on it in the search results and got it. So again, a bit of a disappointment for me, I feel. So maybe these plugins just really aren't quite there just yet. Let's just see if we can get Kayak to do some work for us. That's obviously been created by a big company, a good solid team of developers, no doubt, with them. So let's give that a try and ask it to find a cheap flight for us. Can you find me the cheapest flight going from London Heathrow to Ibiza in July 2023? That could be useful skill. Let's give it a try here. Okay, so it's straight away using the plugin, which is all good news. That's exactly what it's supposed to do. And now let's see how well Kayak performs with this and see if it can do anything. Here we go. Here are the cheapest flights from London Heathrow to Ibiza. Departure June 10th. Return July 10th, $128. Okay. I'm pretty sure I said in July, so it's actually giving me the departure June 10th and returning the 10th of July. So maybe I need to adjust my prompt a little bit there, because that's obviously not what I asked for at all. And it didn't ask me as well, did it? Whether or not it was a single or return or whatever. It just literally went straight off on one. So maybe I need to let's see if we can just adjust the prompt a little bit there and just see if we can get it going to Ibiza in July 2023 with a one-way ticket. Let's try that. Let's see if that makes any difference at all. Okay, using Kayak. Took a little while to get to this point. So it's come out with the code now, just there. I understood you want to search for flights from London Heathrow to Ibiza. Prices start from $46. Where do I sign? There you go, look at that. Oh, from Luton Airport. No, but that isn't the airport I asked for. I suppose I asked for London Heathrow. But yeah, I would take Luton, I suppose. That would be okay. But so there it is. And it's given us the price $49. But overall, that was pretty slow to find that out. And right now, I would probably just use Skyscanner. You know, it's just quicker and easier. And I can just quickly select like direct flight and all of that stuff. So, yeah, not overly impressed with it at the moment. But I guess the more we use it, the more, they improve, the better it'll all get. And hopefully we'll find some real genuine, brilliant use cases for these plugins. And I'm sure there's going to be more plugins coming on that are going to be fantastic as well. And I think, as I say, I'm going to do a separate video on what we can do with the Zapier plugin, because that is the mothership. Really, you're connecting all of ChatGPT's power to numerous other apps, 5,000 odd apps. So there's a lot of opportunity there. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sorry that the plugins and the web browsing wasn't exactly an incredible demonstration of ChatGPT, but it's early days in AI and maybe we're all expecting too much too soon. I don't know. Well, if you like the video, please do like and subscribe for more like this. And in just a second, you're going to be shown some other videos on AI that you might like to watch. Take it easy.